What is the manliest sport ever? What is that one activity that truly encapsulates cocks and balls? Before today, if you were to ask me that question, I probably would have said something like wrestling, because where else can you put your face in another man's sweaty taint and not get weird looks for it? And while that sport may be full of testosterone, sure, it doesn't really stack up to what we're looking at today. It's like that 5'11 versus 6 foot meme. 5'11 is wrestling, and 6 foot is pan slapping. And I'm not talking about a bunch of hoopla right now. This isn't me blowing smoke out of my titties. Pan slapping really is the manliest sport ever, and we're going to watch a video that proves it. Here we go, lining it up. Oh! You can hear that reverb. You can hear them losing their hearing. Yes! It's literally like I'm watching Tom and Jerry right now. You can see the birds flying around their head with the stars. Man, these are the real men right here. This is what the world needs right now. Oh, he rocked him. That's pure joy right there. He deserves that victory. He should relish in that victory. So as you just saw, pan slapping has quite a simple concept. It's just two true men sitting on a wooden plank, bonking each other over the side of the head with a frying pan until one of them loses consciousness, dies, or falls off the plank. And the third case was the one for this one. He fell off, and therefore he lost the match. And now you may be thinking that this is very similar to slap boxing with Vasily Kamatsky, the man with hands the size of bear paws who absolutely obliterates people's jaws and sends them to the ER to get plastic surgery. And you aren't wrong, this is a very similar concept, but instead of flesh hitting flesh, this is metal hitting metal. And everybody knows sports are better when you add weapons. It's like adding guns to the NBA. That would be much more enjoyable to watch, right? LeBron's going up for the layup to win the game, and oh my god, Jason Tatum whipped out the 9 and shot LeBron in the head! See, much more enjoyable. Pan slapping is just using a fundamental human ideology of taking a good idea and making it even better, like every great idea before it has done. It's going back in time and taking medieval gear, but also forwards in time by evolving slap boxing. So it's, technically speaking, a timeless sport. And from all I could find out, what we just watched was the first ever recorded event of pan slapping in human history. There haven't even been cave paintings discovered of this sport yet. We're literally watching it take its baby steps right now. We're pretty much watching James Naismith throw a leather ball into a basket for the first time. We're seeing the beginnings of an absolutely monumental sport. But just to give you a bit more backstory on pan slapping, if you were interested at all, this took place at Concilium B. Luxembourg, which Luxembourg's in Europe, and from all I can tell from their Facebook page, they're a medieval times reenactment kind of area, where they reenact a bunch of medieval fights. There's just medieval times, pretty much. So scrolling through all these images here, it looks like a pretty fun time. I could go there and have a hoot and a holler. I could have a good old time here. I could definitely see myself rocking out to some archery right here like this lady is, and then maybe even get me a little sword and a helmet and a cape like this little fella there. You know, I could definitely get down with this. I could get down with the medieval times. You got a little bit of fight reenactments here. And then you got a little bit of posting up for some pictures with your swords and shields and your maidens. I could definitely go here and get me some fine maidens, touch some grace, what have you. Maybe getting a couple duels. Best some foes. That's all the medieval references that I can think of right now. But yeah, they have like remnants of massive castles that they use for this, and it looks very dope, honestly. Like, there's a picture of it. This looks like a very fun time, in all seriousness. Like, I would genuinely go to this if I lived in Europe, but I don't. I live in West Virginia. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I do want to see some more pan slapping events in the future, because needless to say, I can't stand up right now. That's how this sport's got me feeling. It's got me feeling some type of way. I would like to commentate some more of them, maybe even participate in a couple. I do have some brain cells I've been looking to lose. So other than that, I'll catch you next time. Peace out.